Hello, hello, hello. We are live. Yay. Um, I am so excited to be doing this. Let me adjust that camera just a little bit. Don't want to cut off my head. Um, Tonight is one question tarot. I'm going to get my keyboard out the way here in a minute because I do have notes and I think I got my wrong deck up. But we're going to start off this session. First of all, hey, crazy cat, Lady Stephanie. We're going to start off this session just calming down a little bit, especially me. I'm on like 10. I do this at 7. Not sure if I'm going to change the time, but let's just get a little centered, especially me. So, this is more for me than anybody else. All right. So, here we go. Mm. I open this space with calm clarity and presence. Okay. What flows through me tonight is aligned, grounded, and meaningful. I love taking deep breaths like that. It's so refreshing. Let me just, of course, I'm working on multiple screens. So I just have to just realign a couple of things here. Give me 2 seconds. One day I'll become a pro at going live, but today is not the day and I'm not worried about it. Huh? Okay, so it is one question that we're going to go into, but I do open up with my love letter. And so I'm centered, I'm calm. I hope you are too. So I'll say good evening, beautiful souls, and welcome back to Soul Sessions. Let's take a deep breath, take a good inhale and exhale. I'm so glad that you're with me. And yeah, got some coming on the other side. So allow your energy to settle, your thoughts to soften, and your presence to arrive fully in this space. If you enjoy reflective spaces like this, you're always welcome to subscribe and you can return when soul sessions come around each month. I do this each month, the second full week of the month. Because for some, this will be the third week of the month, but I count the full weeks of the month. So this is the second full week of April, and I go live every week. Every day is a different topic. Yesterday we did yes or no clarity questions. Tonight we're doing one card tarot. Tomorrow is Wednesday. We'll do love and relationship insight. And Thursday we'll do 3 card guidance. And Friday is my favorite of all. That is the higher self message. And it is very intuitive. Sometimes I pull a tarot card, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I may decide to bring in one of my crystal friends. So it is really just how the guides are moving and what it is that they want to say and what they're channeling through me is what I will bring to you. Okay, so before we move into the cards, I want to take a few moments to talk about something that may resonate with many of us, and that is the power of asking the right questions. Okay, sometimes it's not that we don't have answers, is that we're not always asking the question in a way that allows clarity to come through. So, what I mean by that is, there are some very vague questions, and a lot of you are finding out that I am on quite a few psychic hotline sites, and I do tarot and energy work there. And it moves so quick, even here, when I'm allowing you to ask me a question, I'm going to pull a card and answer. I don't want your questions to come in so vague that I have to keep following up and following up just to get a little bit more energy from you and see where this is really going to go. So, a vague question is something like, is this going to work? right? Well, of course, I would ask, is what going to work? What is it that you really need? So, what's a better and a clear way to ask is what energy surrounds this situation right now? And what should I be aware of? You see, that's a big difference from is this going to work? That's vague. And what's clear is what energy surrounds this situation right now and what would I be aware of? Now, the reason why that is a much clearer question is because you have to understand that this is vibrational, this is energy, and the guides and the spirits were all energy. Every part of our being is energy, the air that moves and transmit the sounds that are coming out of my mouth so that you can um, intuitively break it down and understand that's all energy. Money is energy. So when you want to know a question, when you want to know an answer to a question, rather, you want to know the energy around that so that you can resonate with it a whole lot better. And when you start to understand the energy, then everything just clicks. Everything kind of makes sense. Um, so when we're asking the tarot, what should I be aware of? Well, that's how the tarot cards are also built. The tarot cards are built around situations, which is energy. So, therefore, you are better able to get a clearer understanding because the tarot cards is actually a mirror of the frequency and the vibrations that you and I are emitting. So, let's another vague question that I get a lot is, do they love me? Okay. So, what's a better, clear way to ask that? What is the current emotional energy in this connection? Okay. See how that's a little bit clearer? And then if I pick a card, and you know what? I don't want to work with this deck. Give me 2 seconds. I want to pull my other deck. Okay. And that was a little abrupt. Some of you may say she said that she don't want to work with the deck. No, I have a couple of decks. I have a different energy for each deck, and that deck did not want to be a part of tonight. And I feel better with the other deck right now. So, if I ask the question, what is the current emotional energy in this connection? And this was a particular love reading. And I have the cards in my hand, right? And I'm feeling the energy. When I pull a card, I will pull Queen of Swords. And the energy around this card is transformation. Okay. It is thought and movement and welcoming and honoring. It is, you see, the clouds in the clear sky is definitely giving, ah, we can get ready to nurture this. We can take this on, and I am getting ready to give you the permission to move forward. So if you ask me, do they love me? Well, guess what? That is a very vague question. And so if you don't want to give me any more information after that, I will interpret that as okay, this is just a yes or no question. So if you ask a vague question, like, do they love me? I'm going to give you a very vague answer. No. Okay. Why? Because it's the number three. Three for me means no. Even for me means yes. Why is that for me? Because that is the way how intuitively I calibrated my cards in my tools. So other readers may have a different calibration for it. Even if I didn't want to use, that would cause for me to go and reach, okay? Because that is going to give me answers, the vague answers for vague questions. Vague questions will get a yes, no, or maybe sometimes. Um, So when you want more clarity, you want to ask a clearer question for tarot. I'll give you one more example of a vague question. Should I do this? That's very vague. Should you do what? Should you jump on the train? Should you drive to the market? Should you do what? So, a clearer question for that would be, what guidance support me in making this decision? Okay, because I want you to really understand and remember that when you ask for a tarot reading or an energy reading, you are asking for guidance. So when you want guidance, you have to really give a clearer question to get the guidance that you're seeking, because oracle cards, tarot cards, let me put this back in my selenite bowl. Tarot cards, oracle cards, they feed on energy. It's a mirror of what the advisor is picking up from you. And so, therefore, we can better interpret the cards once they are pulled on your behalf in order to give you clear information. Okay. So, I hope that helps a little bit. So, we are getting ready to shift over into any questions. If you have a question, if you're here and you have a question, by all means, go ahead and drop it into the chat. I will read it while I'm reading the question. I'll be shuffling the cards, and I'll feel the energy that way. If I feel that I need a clarifier, then I will follow up with you for another question. Okay. So another part of asking the right question, let's see, one's coming in on Hipsy, so I'll wait for that to be typed in. Another part of asking the right question is emotional clarity. Sometimes we're asking from confusion, from fear, or from a place of wanting immediate certainty. And that's human. That's what happens when you are coming on and you need an answer. A lot of times, one thing I didn't, when you're also asking, you're a lot of times I get questions that are really just asking for confirmation, and that stems from not trusting your own intuition. So I know that's a discussion for another time, uh, but I will do a session on trusting yourself. And I actually do that on one. But I'll be more than happy that if you are interested, I would want you to drop it in the chat or put it into the discussion for the replay if you want me to start going into energy working with you so that you can start to trust your intuitiveness better. Okay. Let's see if that question. All right. Angie has a question. All right. Am I going to? I'm sorry. Okay, Angie, you have a job situation coming up and you want to know not just if you're going to get the promotion within a company, but what does upper management, how does upper management feel about you? Okay. So I see this is the six. I hope you can see that well. This is the Six of Swords, is what we pulled up for that. How does upper management see and feel about you? Upper management, um, I feel that, not even I feel, the guys are telling me actually that you are in the business of, I won't say healthcare, but you do deal with a lot of people. No, not healthcare. Customer call center is what I'm picking up. Is that right? Love it. I love confirmations. Okay. So, yes, you will, because like I said, my even numbers is a yes for me. So, yes, you are looking into a promotion, uh, but you also have the personality that you're the peacemaker in a company. You're the peacemaker in a company, and people already look up to you. So this is this is a promotion that you didn't even have to fight for. And if I'm correct, they came to you. You didn't even apply for this on a job board. So is your asset to the company that they recognize all of your hard work. So don't think that they don't. The only thing that I will say, because one thing about this card is I'm no- hello there. I am noticing that I don't have your birthday, so I don't want to stumble and I don't want to offend. But some people will see you in this position and they may cause a little havoc for you, but I don't want you to absorb the energy that you're ruling over anyone. Please always stay service oriented and guide them, even though they may not be saying right things about you, but take the upper hand, guide them in the right direction. Um, don't fight fire with fire. Sometimes your silence is the best medicine that's needed. Okay, so I hope that helped you out, Angie, and congratulations on your new position that you are getting. Oh, one more thing is yes, you did ask me for, well, money's coming. Okay, so you did ask me for a timeline of when that is coming. And boy, oh boy, I keep 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Okay, another sword card, two of swords, 2 weeks. Look for them to start discussing that with you. It can be before the 2 weeks, but go ahead and look for them to discuss with you if it hasn't started already. The responsibilities. One other thing that I can say to you is also make sure that you know everything that is required of you. Don't go into any new position. Doesn't matter that you've been there with the company already, but don't go into any new position without knowing what it is that's required of you. Okay, so that you can make a good decision on whether or not it's a good fit. Sounds good on the surface, but it may not be a good fit for you. So always know the job requirements before stepping in. All right. So any other questions? Let's see. I got Marcus coming in on Hipsy also. Yes, you may ask a question while I'm looking for that. And I'm speaking with Nelaine or Nelani, I think. I'm so sorry if that is so not the way to pronounce your name. Nella, thank you. Can you check energy around job? I feel stuck between two options. Sure. It's not too bad to be stuck between two options, but you want clarity. Are you currently in the workplace, or is this applied new positions that you have applied for that you're trying to make a decision on? Okay. All right. Awesome. Oh, okay. So, the first card drawn is Yeah, I can see that you're making a decision on an offer, and the choice is so much, darling. So the energy is good. Is Ace of Pentacles. Okay, Pentacles is worldly. Hope you can see this well. Let me move around some light. Okay. You see that cloud in the hand there? That is like the hand of God coming in to say, hey, there it is. Good. Glad you can see that. So, yes, you're stuck, but you don't need to be stuck because they are looking at you and they want you. The next card that I pulled in is the Justice card. So decisions are being weighed, not by you, but by them. So your application and your job descriptions seems to be exactly what they're looking for. And yes, you do have to make a decision. And okay, so we got another court card, Ace of Swords. Swords is thoughts is in the air. And so here's what now we need to check your energy because the thing is, you're going to be offered both. Okay. And the stuckness between the two, one should feel better than the other. So I would ask when you think about the first one, probably that you applied to, both of them you applied to, hopefully, obviously. Um, there's one that is actually pulling towards you more than the other. So when I want you to write down or look at the application or the job requirements for one, sit with that for a minute and see where you feel it in your body. If it feels like when you look over those job descriptions, how does it feel in your body? Does it feel tight? Does it feel heavy? Does it make you nervous? Like, I can do some things, but not everything. Are you starting to sweat? Is the pores on your arms starting to pull up? You'll actually feel these things. Okay. So one more than the other. So, but if it feels heavy, what I'm getting at, if it feels heavy and almost like it is choking, like your stomach is just turning, that's your body telling you, no, not this one. Then now check on the other one. Whichever one feels better, that's where your body is pulling you. Your body never lies. Okay, so just remember that. But again, congratulations. I understand today that not, it's not easy for others to get multiple offers, but you got them. So, congrats. Go out there, do a good job. Listen to what your body's telling you. This should not cause you stress. And oh, the next thing is also saw this um, intuitively. Don't be pulled by the money. Be pulled by what feels better. Well, that's a good thing. I'm glad that you always have offers and jobs, but choose the one that feels better, not the one that earns more. Because when it feels better, the money will come and it will come easily and effortlessly. And that's for sure. All right, let's see. I see Marcus is a lot of job questions. Okay, Marcus is in line or what? Okay, you want to apply for a new position in the company. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Let's see. Marcus, you are not the only one that wants this position. This is a little tug going on. However, it does seem like fun. Yes, it's a good move for you. Two, do not be afraid of the fact that other people want this particular job because the other people cannot do what you can do. and they don't have the same tools that you may have and that you could bring to the table. Marcus, I feel that you are also a very fast learner, so I would not be afraid of if there's some things in this requirement that you want to go for that you do not know what to do or how to do. Don't worry about that. You will pick it up. Just remember this one thing: when you know foundation, everything else you can figure out, and it's not going to take you long. And don't hesitate to seek and do things that push you forward. You got this. You got it in the bag. Congratulations to you. Let's see. All right. I think that might be all of my questions that have come up for the evening. And nope, I don't hang around here long at all, and that's fine because my job is to give you something that you can walk away with, not just pull a card. Earlier we talked about clarity. So tomorrow night's session is Wednesday. The topic is going to be around love and relationships. We'll talk about that a little bit, and it does not necessarily mean um, intimate love. We're going to talk about family. We're going to talk about friends. And at the end, I'll pull a card or two and see where it goes after that. But tomorrow's Wednesday. I come live on YouTube, second week of the month, second full week of the month. Let me say that at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Um, Monday is yes or no questions. Tuesday is one card clarity, card tarot. Wednesday is love and relationship insight. Thursday is three card soul guidance. And Friday, my favorite day, is higher self messages. If there's anything else that you would like me to go over or talk about or pull cards from different situations, please, I invite you to go ahead and drop those suggestions in the comment section on the replays. I really appreciate that. So we don't have, let me check Hipsy. All right. No other questions coming in, which that is absolutely fine. It's 7:30. I don't know where you are in the world, but thank you so much for joining me tonight. Um, oh, 1 second. All right. Okay, good. So as we come to the close of tonight's soul session, remember that the clarity you're seeking is never outside of you. Always, always, please always remember that. A lot of it is really just confirmation, but the confirmation feels good, and the confirmation feels so good when you're getting it from a person like me that don't even know you. And so when you hear clarity like that from people that you don't even know, that is really the universe. That's your guides cheering you on, saying, hey, listen, I told you that. I got you. Please trust me a little more. All right. So that's my goal as I am developing. I'm actually changing this YouTube channel from real estate. I am a real estate agent. I'm moving all real estate information videos to my other channel. And I'm turning 10 mustard seeds because that's where my heart is into mindset um, mentoring. So I really, really, really have a knack for it. I love it. And I love you guys for joining me, even for watching the replays. Don't forget to subscribe and click the like button. I really appreciate that to help this go forward. Last thing. If you don't see me here for free, I am on several, if you're into psychic hotlines, I am on several psychic hotlines. You may find me probably under the name Lady Bell. But other than that, I don't have it set up yet, but I'm going to get to it tonight. If you need a one-on-one session with me, you can go to www.tenmustardseeds.com, spelled the same way as this channel. And you can book some one-on-one time with me there. I love you all. Have a good night. Thank you, Anella. I appreciate you. And Be blessed. Blessings to you all. Thank you.